Okay, so this is a short instructional video on how to change the spark plug on your Honda CB125E. And we will keep it short. There's nothing worse than those people who tell you their life story for 20 minutes and then give you 30 seconds of content. You will need, for your spark plug change, a new spark plug, of course. The standard spark plug for the Honda is CPR7EA9. This is a CPR8EA9 because for various reasons I run my bike one heat range cooler. You will also need a set of feeler gauges, which we use to measure the gap of the spark plug. And we also need a tool to remove and then install the spark plug. Now this is a 16mm spark plug socket, extension bar and ratchet. You can, however, also use a 16mm spanner. The choice is your own. I personally prefer the socket. So we'll start by removing the spark plug lead. It's as easy as that. Set our ratchet to loosen, and it should just turn nice and easily like that and become loose, so we can remove it by hand. We'll have a quick look at the colour of our plug, of course, to see how our engine's going. Now, our brand new spark plug. So we need to check the gap of the spark plug. You can see our feeler gauges here. You can see the sizes there hopefully as well. Thousandths of an inch on the top, metric on the bottom. Now the gap on the spark plug gap on the 125E is 0.8 to 0.9. I don't have those sizes exactly. I do have a 0.81 and a 0.88. So we'll use those two. So we've effectively chosen two sizes, one at the top end of the scale and one at the bottom, and we're going to use them as go, no-go gauges. So hopefully this plug is well gapped. So the 0.81 slides in there, but the 0.88 does not. So we know that whatever the gap is in there, it is within the specifications of 0.8 to 0.9. Now if the gap was a little bit loose, if it was too big, you would just simply tap it gently, very gently, to close up the gap a little bit. If it was a little bit tight, if the gap was too small, you can just gently prise them with a screwdriver, taking great care not to damage the ceramic of the spark plug. Now, from good luck more than good planning, that gap's correct, so we're ready to pop the new plug into the engine. Now, as it is a new spark plug, just popping in there finger tight, turning it clockwise. We need to compress the washer there for the first time because it's a brand new plug, and we do that simply by turning it a quarter of a turn. Once it's become finger tight, loosening it off. Once again in finger tight, and this time just an eighth of a turn. So there we go. Now every time you, say for example, if you decide to clean that plug at 4,000 Ks, you wouldn't repeat that process. You would just put it in there finger tight and then turn it about an eighth of a turn. And of course, if it starts to feel hard while you're doing that and that initial tighten up, that first quarter of a turn, stop, don't ruin your spark plug threads. Now, once it's in there, spark plug lead pushes back on, and then we're good to go.